Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm back. You're about to get reported. Everybody who I blocked who comes unblocked and want to come for me, you're getting reported. Calling out all my nerds, freaks, and geeks. It's mob time.
Don't tune in cause it's showtime. Go ahead and call the gang up for the one time. Rap, Phoop, Ryun, got them on the line. And my life's still great, I'm doing just fine. Hands up.
What's up, y'all, and welcome to the Blerd Mob, your hub for all things black and nerdy. I'm your host, Phoop, joined by my two co-hosts, Ryun and Ralph. If you're listening to this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or any other streaming service, make sure you hit that follow button so you can get updates from the mob.
And if you lovely Blerds and nerds are watching us on the YouTube platform, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, turn on those bell notifications for future uploads, and share it with a friend. Tell them about the mob.
All right. So we're back with episode 37 of the Blerd Mob podcast. What's been going on with y'all boys?
Life, work.
And such is life. Ralphie having these adult-ass statements.
Yeah, bring some positivity into this conversation, Ralph, please.
Every episode, Ralph reminds us that he's an adult.
I'm tired, man.
Bring some positivity. Did you have a good dream? Did you discover a good drink? Like your hair shining? Like what's going on? Something good.
I mean, my hair has been doing fine, as you can see. You know,
it's looking good.
It's growing.
Yeah. Ralph, give me one positive thing that happened to you this week.
I watched Invincible.
Hey,
I did watch Invincible. Episode 1.
Threw you for a loop?
Yeah.
The last, what was it, maybe 3 minutes after like they lit the little credit thing, and I was like, okay, that's the end of the episode. And I was like, wait, what's about to happen? Wait, whoa.
Yeah.
I was froze. I was stuck.
Omni-Man cut up.
So right now I'm on episode 2. I got my girlfriend watching with me now. She pretty much, she didn't watch episode 1 yet. I'm gonna show her episode 1 a little bit later. So yeah.
You gotta show her episode 1 so she can get the vibe of the show. You just can't skip the episode 2. Episode 1 is a must watch, just so you can get the vibe of where this is about to go.
See, episode 1 made you think it's a DC show. Yeah. She got to see episode 1. She got to think, oh my gosh, The Flash, Batman. Ooh, what is this? She needs to feel that in her heart.
Yeah, that sets the vibe for the whole show. You have to watch episode 1.
I gotta make sure it's not too gruesome. I ain't gonna lie.
She don't like that type of stuff?
Yeah, nah.
Well, you might as well tell her stop watching the rest of the show.
Because it get worse.
Because it gets worse. That's not
way
episode
worse.
1 is not even the worst of the whole series. So if she don't like that gruesome shit, you need to go ahead and tell her sit this one out. And I'm being so serious.
The last two episodes, Phoop, the train and everything.
Yeah, you're going to have to tell her to sit this one out.
Yeah.
If she can't handle that, you're going to have to tell her to sit this one out. Get the spark notes or something.
Yeah, because that first episode by itself, I was like, oh my God, what is he doing?
Cutting up is what he's doing.
But besides that, I'm caught up on Mushoku Tensei, Jobs Reincarnation. The last episode was very much not needed, in my opinion, though.
No, it gave you a bond with the character. Slice of life, Ralph. Slice of life.
You must don't like slice of life anime.
I can't
Ralph
say it without spoiling it, but
Ralph said I didn't like the last one. I'm not with it.
Yeah,
it was what happened in the episode.
You gotta let it sink.
Episode 7. This man, he didn't have to do that.
Listen, man, Rudius is an eccentric.
A pervert. Let's call him what it is. He is a pervert.
He is. But he's eccentric as well. In my opinion, this episode was funny. It was funny. It gave us a relationship with the characters.
It's the lift that Ryan goes through to protect some of these characters.
Just like he's
listen. He's so different from Rudius. Rudius has gone way further than Hisoka. Rudius has done what people think Hisoka would do. Hisoka ain't done what Rudius has done. Hey, come on now, Ralph. Am I lying?
But does that make him better though?
Thank you.
Yes,
it just makes him a little bit less worse.
I don't even want to go into these topics because I don't know how YouTube's going to view it. I don't know what's going to get flagged.
See, the fact that you can't go on a limb and
on it
because of the things that Rudius has done. You got to watch the show, Phoop. Ralph knows what I'm talking about, but you got to watch
Portia it. Would be like, ew.
I think she's going to be thrown off by episode 1. Either she's going to actually like it, or she's going to be like, Ryan, what the hell is this?
I feel like I'm going to be like, Ryan, what the hell you got me watching?
But you...
I give you a challenge. By next episode, you got to start it.
Okay.
If you can sit down and watch 3 episodes, like give it the 3 episode tryouts and tell me if it piqued your interest, you know what I'm saying? Or if it just didn't hit for you, I understand.
Next episode, I will have an update on my opinions for the first 3 episodes of Mushoku Tensei.
Bet.
You got to watch the right one, Jobless Reincarnation. Don't watch the others.
Okay. All right. What you got going on, Ryan?
Just came from the 50 Cent Final Lap Tour. I'ma be real. I'm gonna be so for real. I feel like I underpaid. I did not expect 50 Cent to be that great of a performer. The set design was immaculate. He had Busta Rhymes as an opener, and he also had Jeremiah with, birthdays.
You have to understand the era that 50 Cent came from. Like, that's when people were actually doing the most in music videos.
Yeah.
But I legit, like, bro, it was like a reminder. Like, he had, like, legitimate dancers. Great choreography. He changed his outfit, like, 10 times. The dancers came out for different songs, different set pieces. One dancer even had, like, a solo dance. I still can't get past how amazing the set design was. The band, full live band, had a guitar soloist, the drummers. Like, he had 2 more sets of instruments out there. He had his G-Unit folks out there hyping him up on stage. Like, it was an immaculate performance. I honestly feel bad for how much I paid, because I was like, I didn't expect it to be that lit. I knew I liked 50 Cent. I knew he had bops, but I just forgot that he had that many. And I never knew he was that great of a performer. It was honestly amazing.
Everything you just said, I'm not surprised, because the era that 50 Cent came out in with like Busta Rhymes, like they used to do you don't remember them BET Award performances? It's the same thing.
Yeah.
The set, the outfit changes, the band in the background, they just weren't playing no beats on the speaker. Like they went all in 100% on those performances. So he's just doing what he's known to do. It's like back when rappers were rappers and entertainers. Like they had to make something. Them Busta Rhymes videos? Come on, Ryan.
And here's the thing, I didn't grow up much on Busta Rhymes. Like I know that Busta Rhymes is a legend. I've heard some of his songs, but even when he was playing his music, I was like, whoa. I've heard this. I don't know the lyrics. I've heard this. He did Look at Me Now, of course, and that had the whole crowd going live. Jeremiah came out and did a whole piano solo to Birthday Sex, like for like a little interlude, and I never thought I'll see Birthday Sex live. Never thought in my life I'll be able to see that live, and it was great. It was absolutely, honestly, it was a masterpiece. I'll give it a 10 out of 10. Masterpiece show.
I feel you. I bet the nostalgia definitely really sunk in.
It kicked in, yeah. Like, for the fans watching, if y'all considering, he's got like 120, 10 locations. This is a world tour. You're going to UK everywhere. If he come to your city and you like, do I want to see 50 Cent? I say go see him.
Yeah. And he's very charismatic. Like, he's done stuff on like talk shows and stuff like that. So he knows how to entertain a crowd.
Really fun. But what you been on, Phoop?
I went to go see the Queen, Beyonce, the Renaissance tour. It was lovely. It was lovely. From when it started to when it's ended. Beyonce turned me up. I was turned up the whole time. The visuals were amazing. The outfit changes were great. All of the small little tidbits, like all of the whole set list, it was just chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. If this is Beyonce's last tour ever, I am glad I went to this one.
Bro, it's so many girls on my timeline, every single one of them, especially when she was in ATL. I was like, all of y'all went. That was like a family reunion in ATL.
Hey, she turned up in ATL. The biggest ones was ATL. Houston's going to be
going
amazing.
Dummy. Yeah. Going dummy.
Houston is going to be dumb. And she's doing Houston right before she does New Orleans, and I am expecting her to turn up in New Orleans as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what?
Did she have anybody come out of her performance? Like, did she bring any extras out?
No. Blue Ivy performed though.
How was that?
It was nice. She did her thing. I know one of the concerts she didn't come out for, a couple of them that she didn't come out for, but I'm glad she came out to this one.
Okay.
Like, she didn't perform all the songs that she did in Atlanta, but I still feel like I got a full Beyonce Renaissance experience, and she didn't really hold out. Like, everything that I saw on TikTok, I got in this concert, and I was like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Give me this. Justice for Freakum Dress, though. I did not lose my voice. I didn't. But I was screaming. Y'all know me. I got down.
and she performed all the classics too, I'm assuming, right? Like she went through the whole discography.
She did everything in Renaissance Act 1 except for 2 songs, and then the rest of her discography, she pulled out certain songs. Like, she did Crazy in Love, Naughty Girl, Partition, 1+1, Flaws and All. She did a little bit of Freakum Dress. Like, she did a good mix of all of her albums.
Okay.
Who Run the World.
Nice.
So she did a good mix.
Did she do Single Ladies? That's my mama's favorite song.
No, she did not do Single Ladies. I'm happy that she did not do Single Ladies.
That's her mom's song right there.
She did do Love on Top.
Okay.
But yeah, I really enjoyed the way that she put everything together. And even like during the intermissions, like the visuals really kept you into it. Like, I'm like, this lady is a genius. Like, the way that everything was crafted together, how each, like, between the intermissions, like the visuals that you saw, like, foreshadow what the next piece of the set was going to be. Like, when she came out, she, serenaded the audience. That's when she did 1+1, Flaws and All, and another song. And then when she was doing the first part of Renaissance Act 1, part of that was like Alien Superstar, so that visual was like all computer tech like. She had like this visual that was like she's supposed to be like the motherboard inside of the computer. Like, I was like, she ate. You ate with this.
It's tour season, man. Everybody going live.
But like, it was beautiful. She did her thing. The mic was on, and let me say that. The mic was on. The mic was on.
I will say, bro, these new artists, they be singing over their songs, can't sing out loud. I'm like, man, turn the music off.
Or they don't even be singing.
That's what I'm saying.
Just sit there and let the music
and lip sync.
That's what I'm saying. If y'all don't put on that instrumental, we came to listen to you sing. I heard the album. I can turn it on Spotify. Sing live.
Give me something. I think that's why I really appreciate about Beyonce's concert, and I know you appreciate this about 50 Cent's too, is that, yes, we can listen to the album, but what else you gonna give me? Like, I just paid money for this ticket, so it has to go into the visuals, the sets, the extra things that you're putting into the performance. It's like, how are you gonna take this album that we've already listened to, we already love, and then take it to the top for like a full scale performance? And she performed like 2.5 hours straight. Just her. Just her. 2.5 hours straight. And the way that she put these songs together, how she mixed everything, the visuals and stuff like that. Like, she fully filled that 2.5 hours to make you feel like you got your money's worth.
Not bad.
I wish I would have went now.
I told you, Ralph. I told you when I bought the tickets that there was 2 seats next to me that you and your girl could have caught. I told you.
She just didn't want to go here. She had fun in Arizona.
I heard in the Arizona one, they cut the music off in the middle of Beyonce was singing.
So apparently it was a sound issue, and it was like a 10-minute thing, and they pretty much went back over the song again. So it was as if they missed nothing. But yeah, it was a sound issue.
I don't know. That would have blew me. We gotta wait for y'all to get the music back right. Then you go. She should have went to St. Louis, and she should have went to the one in her city because no issues. Blue Ivy came out. She went the whole 2.5 hours with no issues. It was lovely. We was turned. Me and the people in my section, we was lit.
Oh my God.
We was lit. Don't sleep on your hometown now. Don't sleep on your hometown now.
Look, man.
I mean, that was my summer. At this point, my summer is complete. San Diego Comic-Con, DreamCon, and the Beyonce concert. Come on.
I can't see that till I see Drake. After I see Drake, I ain't gotta do nothing else this year. I ain't gotta go out.
I don't have nothing else to do. I don't have anything else to do. I've peaked. This summer, whoever is running my simulation and watching me, this is peak fiction right here.
She said 2023 is good. I'm looking forward to 2024.
This is peak fiction. Okay. But moving on to a couple fun things that have happened. So Elon announced on X they are getting rid or trying to get rid of the block button. A lot of people was like, why would you do this? Some people came with the Apple and Google facts that social media platforms have to have some type of user block feature. So he can't do that. I read a bit more into it. They want to get rid of the block button, but they want to enhance the mute button. So you won't be able to block people, but you'll be able to mute them to the fact to where they can't reply or something else with your tweets. And they're hoping that when they make this new enhanced mute button, that it will suffice the guidelines for a block button to be in the Apple App Store and Google App Store.
So what is being allowed and what isn't being allowed? Because when you block somebody, not only can they not see your tweets, you can't see theirs, they can't reply to you, they can't DM you. When you mute somebody currently, you just make it to where their stuff ain't popping up on your timeline. But if you went to their account and it's not private or say you follow them, you will still be able to see their tweets if you purposely wanted to see it. So
they said what their robust mute button will look like. We can make mute stronger, like not allow people you mute to reply or quote you. We can also transfer your block list to the mute list. So this, the reason why they said the block feature is useless is because preventing an account from seeing your post does not work in practice. Anyone with any intent can find out what you post by simply creating another account or logging out. So one thing I have noticed with the mute, if I was to mute you on Twitter, Ryan, you can't see my stuff, but you don't know that you're muted. Versus block, that if you tried to go to my page, you would physically see that you're blocked. But them trying to remove the fact that somebody may turn around and make another account, if you find out that you're muted on my account because you can't reply or quote my tweets, what's stopping you from making another account so you can go and do the same thing?
Yeah.
I see the vision, I understand the purpose, but it's like, I don't know, because you know what? I like Instagram's block feature, at least the new one that they brought in like about a year or two ago, where you can block someone and then they give you the option to block any and all accounts that they create. So not only do you block their main account, if they use their phone number or email
to make
all of those future accounts are blocked, which is dope because who's going to go buy a second phone line to try to harass you online? You know what I mean?
Right.
That's a lot of effort and a lot of hate built up.
At that point, if you hate on me that bad, I should unblock you. At that point, get your stuff. You know what I mean?
Get that off your chest.
Like, let me know. Like, do we need to schedule a boxing match? Do we need to go get in the ring, get a ref? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that you explained it like that, Phoop, I really don't have a whole lot to say about it because I didn't know exactly how they were gonna get away with the whole blocking thing. So it was very interesting to have like a bit of a background to how they're gonna enhance the mute button.
Yeah.
Unless they are making it, because we've had our Twitter accounts for so long, so we don't really know what's the process of signing up for X now. True. If the process for signing up for X is so time consuming that it's pointless to turn around and make a new account, I can see where he's coming from. But if it's just as simple as putting in a username, putting in your email, that's it, and verifying it through the email, then you making a more robust mute button is not stopping the initial problem.
Sure.
It depends, because like even for me, I mute people not because like I block things I just know for sure I don't want to see. Right. But I mute some of the people I follow simply because it's like I follow them because they homies of mine, but at the same time I don't share the same interests as them. You know what I'm saying?
Or some people mute words, like they don't unfollow people, but I've seen it with like people in the anime community that if something happens in the manga, like something really big happens in the manga of an anime and everybody's just going ham about it, they might mute key hashtags or keywords so they don't see those spoilers.
Yeah. Right.
So they're not necessarily saying like, hey, I want to block you, like, period. It's just that you're, having a conversation that I don't really want to be engaged in right now.
Right. I don't know, because it seems like everybody know. I do for the most part like Elon. I like what he's done with X for the most part. But this seems almost like a worthless task. Like based off the explanation, it doesn't sound like there's a point. Like I feel like you could dedicate that effort to something else.
I really just don't see what's the point of removing the block button. Like, does too many people have him blocked? Like, I just don't understand, like, who wakes up and be like, you know what be a good idea? Remove the block button. For what?
I feel like money ties into it. Like, I feel like almost anything when it comes to corporations, money is always a factor.
His server is too full because everybody blocking everybody.
Yeah, I was thinking it was definitely going to be like a memory thing. Like, you can probably save some space, at least on the business.
But what's the difference between having a block list and a mute list?
That's why I think it's money, because like the same way that they count views, and now that these creators are finally getting a little economy established, I feel like blocking so that someone can't see your tweets is like counterproductive to what he wants for the platform itself. Because he did say, oh, they could just see your tweets with a different account, so we're gonna let them see you. It's just you're not going to see them when you feel like muting them. So that's kind of how I'm viewing it.
Yeah, like you'll still get engagement on this tweet, but if you've muted or blocked somebody, they just can't reply or quote it. You still get the engagement because they saw it, versus block where you wouldn't be able to see it at all, but they just can't respond or quote they can't interact with you.
True. And that means they still got the two other functions, which is a regular retweet or a regular like, and then they can still do that and then make a separate tweet saying, y'all saw what I just posted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think there's still ways around it, because one of the concerns that I saw was like a lot of people block accounts because of harassment, bullying, etc. And if you remove the block button, no, they won't be able to engage with you directly, but what's stopping them from screenshotting your tweet and still, bullying you on that end,
But then again, it's like, even if they bully you, you mute them so you won't see their stuff. What really matters is if they just got a whole hive of people who are jumping on the bandwagon to bully you, and now you got to go back and forth. But people do that now.
Yeah.
When people go viral now, they got to block like 50, 70 people in a row because they sick of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But at this point, you can't block them. you can't see their interactions, but
yeah, I mean,
and then the other thing with the block button is that if they do respond, like say you do see a tweet and somebody who you blocked has responded, you can't see that tweet at all because it's from somebody you blocked. But with mute, what I've noticed with mute, unless this new robust thing is going to change it, is that when somebody you've muted has replied, they'll let you see it, but they'll just let you know that this comment is from an account that you muted. So you could see it if you want to, but on that's your choice or not.
I would say this definitely has some pros and cons. This definitely does.
Yeah, it's not one of those things I can easily say is bad or good, which has been a lot of what Elon's been doing with X.
Yeah. If I just want to know what's the real reason why you're trying to get rid of the block button. Like, yeah, y'all say it's useless, but useless how? Like, what's the real reason?
What are y'all working on right now?
And what is this robust mute button supposed to do? What is it supposed to look like?
It got to be some financial benefit. That was the only thing I could come up with. It got to be a financial benefit. I can't see anything aside from that. You know what I mean? Like you at the end of the day, he's a CEO. His goal is to boost revenue, increase the value of the stock. At the end of make his shareholders feel good. That's his whole purpose. So I'm like, what else is there? You know what I mean? It can't be just to be petty. It can't be to ruin the tool. So
I am interested. If he goes forward with this, I'm interested to see what case he's going to plead to the app stores to keep X in. Because if they have a flat out guideline that you have to have a block button or some type of user restriction feature, and you're trying to get rid of the block button but enhance this mute feature, is it going to be enough for them to be like, okay, we'll allow this?
Right.
At this point, everything about this app that he's done is pretty much at a time will tell kind of thing.
Yeah. That's if he does it, because we can still block people. So when it officially, whatever, if he makes the decision to continue with it, we'll just have to see what happens then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know some people TL's about to go crazy. I can only imagine people that got like hella accounts blocked and they just all like rise from the dead on the TL. Like, oh my God.
See, I only block accounts because they may be posting like promiscuous stuff I don't want to see.
Yeah.
That's about it. Like,
or sometimes I block people because it's just like the whole free speech thing. Like, yeah, you can say whatever you want, but I also have the choice to not have to see the stuff that you talk about.
Yeah.
And that's completely true too.
So like you removing the block feature and forcing me to see these people's opinions that I didn't want to see in the first place, which is why I blocked them, is why.
Well, in a sense.
So I thought it was if you mute them, it's just that they can see your stuff, but you don't have to see their stuff.
I'm talking about the block feature right now.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like, I'm just saying, like, I don't know how the rollout is gonna go. Is the big robust mute feature gonna come out first, and then they're gonna remove the block button? I would hope so. They go the strangler method route and put out the new feature first, and then rip out the old stuff instead of let's remove the block button, and on the next update you'll get this robust mute button. Like, that's gonna be mass chaos.
Yeah.
Folks gonna go crazy on Twitter if it's the latter.
Oh, I got accounts in my mind that I already know finna go back and forth. I already know.
I'm back. Oh my God. I'm back. You're about to get reported. Everybody who I blocked who comes unblocked and want to come for me, you're getting reported.
The battle of the sexes argument's finna get bad again. How much you should pay for a date finna get multiplied by 100.
Are we going
like,
50-50?
Bro.
Like, F the mute button, you're getting reported.
Yeah.
Y'all can limit these conversations to 1 tweet a month. Please don't bring this up again. Please don't bring this up again.
Take that to Facebook. They love having conversations on
Facebook. Just stay single. Y'all don't just stay single.
Oh man. But moving on to our next topic. We got some anime news these past couple weeks. I want to start with the first one. This is strictly a leak. Hasn't been officially confirmed, but would be crazy if it is. That the last arc of Demon Slayer, the Infinity Castle arc, is supposed to be split into 3 movies. Now, I want to have this conversation on 2 perspectives. My first question is directed to Ralph specifically because you've been watching Demon Slayer as anime only. What's your take on the final arc being split into 3 movies?
I would be fine with it as long as they don't drop the ball like they did with the last movie. As far as keeping the intros and outros in a movie, that doesn't make it a movie anymore for me. It just makes it, 3 episodes pretty much. You pretty much just combine 3 episodes.
Level vibes.
Yes, I want Mugen Train. Give me something that's gonna make me feel like this is a movie and not me watching it at home. Especially when I'm paying all this money, I'm pretty much supplying money for the movie theater. I'm getting popcorn, icy, hot dog. Like, I'm ready to sit through this. Mm-hmm. I'm here for the long haul. And you decide to do that to me. So please pick back up the quality. Don't try to rush it to compete with other competitors, because I feel like down the line we are going to probably get another My Hero movie. I feel like we're probably going to get one with that. We might.
Chainsaw Man announced one, I think.
Yeah, I saw something about Chainsaw Man getting a movie.
Chainsaw Man. So that might be one. And I want to say that might be it. I don't think we're going to get a Hell's Paradise-ish kind of movie, at least for right now.
Too early, in my opinion.
Yeah. I would say this. If the Chainsaw Man movie gets good reception, I could see them doing Hell's Paradise. Because as far as like the level of like action and gore, they're kind of on the same level. So if the Chainsaw Man movie goes over smooth, I could see them doing a Hell's Paradise movie.
And let's not forget about JJK might try to slip up and bring another movie somewhere up in there.
So basically what you're saying is that if they're going to make these 3 movies, it needs to be a movie.
Yes.
It needs to be a production.
It needs to fit the build of what you gave us first with Mugen Train.
Okay.
That is your bar. That is where you need to surpass with these last 3 movies. If you're gonna go ahead on a whim or even a leak and say this is gonna be 3 movies, a trilogy, I need you to up that bar. I need it.
I hear you.
I feel like that's a fair statement.
That's fair. Because they really asked out on this last movie. Like, they really asked out. Like, you set the bar with Mugen Train, and the only reason why people went to the theaters to see this second movie is because what you guys did with Mugen Train. And then for you guys to pull that shit that you did, I don't care what they said on Crunchyroll. Come on, like, y'all could have. It was lazy. Y'all could have pieced that together way better. Like, sure, put the last 2 episodes of season 2 in there, but y'all didn't have to put the intros and the outros in it. Y'all could have clipped that way better.
Yeah.
To make that a very nice, streamlined movie like y'all did Mugen Train. But what y'all did in this last movie, it was lazy. It was lazy. I don't care if they said it's going to be the last 2 episodes and the first episodes put together. Like, have some decorum. I said this last time. Like, come on. If you're going to put this in theaters, make this a production.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I'll say is, I think we said it during our Swordsmith Village arc review, Phoop. We said it would make sense for Demon Slayer to make this last arc movies.
Because I had no idea. Like, from reading the manga, like, so much shit happens in this last arc. I truly just going off memory, I truly cannot see where you can split this off into how many episodes was the last season?
12, I believe, or 24.
12 or 13?
Yeah.
Like, I don't see how they can split this up into 12 and 13 episodes.
And here's my thing. It's back-to-back action. It ain't finna be no talking.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't none of that. And in my opinion, the only thing I'm worried about is the rollout. They definitely ain't finna do one movie a year. They're not going to do that. But I think something like every quarter might be too quick. I could see every 6 months drop one of the movies. Like if they split it into 3 right after this training arc, and it's like first movie, second movie, 6 months, winter, summer, winter, something like that. I could see that being beneficial. I could see that being fun, and I feel like that could be good for it to let the movie settle in and let us really enjoy it. You know what I mean? I could see them doing that. And I wouldn't be mad.
They're going to keep those movies in the movie theater for a while.
Exactly. It's going to be in there for at least 2-3 months.
Is it though? How long was Mugen Train in theaters?
I don't know about that.
I feel like it was there. It was there for a good 2 months. The last I remember, most movies stay there for a while.
Most movies, but what about anime movies though? Because I don't recall anime movies having that long of a slate in theaters.
Mugen Train was that movie, and these movies are going to be those movies. Is what I'm saying. They're going to be there for at least 2 months.
If they make them those movies,
if they have to become them.
But if they say, "Oh, this is the final arc," and if they announce whether or not they're going to drop the episodes on Crunchyroll or not, the way the anime community go, and this is the closeout to Demon Slayer, they're going to be those movies regardless because fans ain't going to have no other way to watch them.
I feel you.
They
gotta make this a movie though. They gotta make this a movie though, because if it's gonna be 3, that first one has to hit, or you're gonna lose the audience on the second 2. The first one has to hit.
I'm trying to remember where we're at, because after
we about to get into the training arc, and then after the trainer arc is Infinity Castle.
It's Infinity Castle, and then the Sunset, whatever, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking I think they finna take this all the way to the end. I think that last move is gonna be the very end.
That's what I'm saying. The Sunset or Time to Sunset, whatever they call that arc, that could be one movie. Infinity Castle.
I think it is gonna be one movie.
So they're gonna do 4 movies.
I think it's
3. Infinity Castle could be 2.
And I think what makes sense in my head is that they're about to end Demon Slayer with these 3 movies. Because if Infinity Castle is going to be 3 movies and then you turn around and do the last arc as episodes, I just don't feel like that makes sense to me. I think Demon Slayer is about to end with these 3 movies.
Okay. And the last arc, I couldn't even see it being more than 3 episodes anyway. Like Sunset, Infinity Castle, if you say 2 hour-and-a-half movies, basically 3 episodes each, that makes sense. 6 episodes for Infinity Castle, that makes sense. All those fights, you remember them? Yes. That makes sense.
I can see the 3rd movie being the very last piece of Infinity Castle, and then the rest of the movie being that final battle.
Yeah.
Like, Infinity Castle 1 and 2 is going to be straight heat, straight action, and then we're going to get to the 3rd movie, and it's going to be the very last piece, and then it's going to be that final piece of Demon Slayer, and then we're going to be done.
With 1 or 2 flashbacks, because I ain't finna spoil them, but even the way people died, they could definitely section it off by movie.
Mm-hmm.
These folks die in this movie, these folks die in that movie, then the last movie, I'm
not mad about them making the movies, because I literally had no idea how they were going to split this up into episodes. But just going back to Ralph's point, y'all have to make this worth something. This is the art. If this is my favorite art, the art of Demon Slayer. It is. Mugen Train was fire. Entertainment District was fire. But this right here, don't play with me. Don't play with me in that movie theater.
Because in my opinion, if Swordsmith Village arc is going to be like 12 episodes, The rest, the Infinity Castle and that Sunset, that could have been 12 episodes. I could have, or honestly, I could see it being 9. So that's why them not making it all one final season, it makes sense. Mm-hmm. It makes sense. They gotta get the timing right. Because those fights are going to be intense. And they gotta find like a really great, find a good mid.
But that's what I'm saying. Like them breaking it up into 3 movies is that, say they're trying to split up where they're going to make these breaks. And the breaks only make sense after an hour and 30 minutes of content. Here we can take a break. And if after an hour and 30 minutes of content, you decide we can take a break right here, go ahead and make it a movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they gotta time it. Because you can't wait a year, but you can't make it as quick as 3 months. I think like 6 to 9 months is the sweet spot.
If the leak has already determined it's going to be 3 movies, I think we can further assume that they already have this planned out.
Mm-hmm.
And that I would hope that they're already working on it, at least this first movie. That we at least are getting that soon, and then while we're at the theaters for the 2 to 3 months that it's in theaters, they're working on the next one. And the gaps between each of the movies ain't that big.
Because I'm pretty sure, I think you and me, we know exactly where they're going to end Swordsmith Village arc at. We know exactly how that's going to end.
The training arc.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Training arc. I feel like we know exactly where they're going to end it at.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to be the intro. That's going to be the intro for the first movie if they do it right.
Yeah. It's finna get nasty. I'm not mad at the 3 movies. I need Mugen Train level production.
Mm-hmm.
I need Mugen Train level production, and I'm not playing. I'm not.
I feel like Ufotable gonna go hard because, in my opinion, it was the direction that they went with the last movie that sucked. It was the graphics, the animation, all of that was peak. They said they was gonna do better. Yeah, it was the direction they went with it that was wrong. So even for these movies, I don't want y'all to keep recapping 30 minutes from the previous movie.
Right.
Do the little
jump in it.
Show like 2 minutes to like, oh yeah, and now we here. Like, you can do that.
If the training arc season is going to end where we think it's going to end, you can start right there. Them last 2 minutes. The last 2 minutes. Start right there, and we're running. We're running.
And hit the ground.
We're running.
I want to know what extras they're going to throw in as well, because even with this past season, they threw a little bit of extra stuff that wasn't there from the manga that was good. It was great additions. But I want to see, like, are they finna throw some flashbacks? We finna get some little fan service with, like, you know, Tengen's out of commission. Are we gonna get something from him? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who we finna hear from?
I'm curious to see. They have to make this worth something. They have to. Otherwise, I'm telling everybody to read the manga. If y'all don't come through with these last 3 movies, I'm telling everybody to read the manga. Don't even touch the anime. After Mugen Train, don't even watch it.
Yeah.
Entertainment District. After Entertainment District, don't even watch it.
I'm not going to say read the manga. I'm going to say watch it once it's free, because the anime is the best way to enjoy Demon Slayer at the end of the day. It truly is.
If they drop the ball with these movies, I don't know.
I'm going to be upset.
I don't know. Because the Infinity Castle arc in the manga was lit. And if they drop the ball with the anime, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. If the movies do that little flashbacky stuff that they did with this last set, I'm gonna tell everybody, wait till it gets on Crunchyroll. They're gonna break it down into episodes like they did with everything else. Wait till it's on there. Pay your $9 a month on Crunchyroll instead of $14
I would agree with that statement. If they drop the ball on these movies, don't waste your money. Just wait. Just wait till it's free. I will agree with that statement. And once you watch it and you're just like, then you can go and read the manga and you can see where we coming from.
Because I'm going to watch it in IMAX. I'm going to do the first movie. I'm watching in IMAX. I'm watching it in IMAX.
I'm going to go somewhere that got them 4D chairs.
Oh, yeah. I want to feel it. if Tundra do his Hina Kamikaze, I want some fire in the room. I want to feel the heat on my chest. I'm like, oops.
Man, let's turn it up.
Turn it up.
Oh man,
Listen, man.
The second anime news that dropped in the past couple weeks, we got the trailer for Jujutsu Kaisen Shibuya Incident Arc. How did you guys feel about that trailer based on what we've seen from Hidden Inventory on back? And are we excited?
I want to say I think I know who that spiky haired person is, even though I haven't read the manga, but I'm not going to guess. Mm-hmm. And we getting Nanami back, which I'm excited to see. We got that volcano demon who is supporting Ghetto.
He's back.
Mm-hmm. I don't. And all the manga fans been hyping this up.
This is the arc. Yeah. They said this is the arc, and the way that it's looking, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for what's about to go down. I saw a tweet that said they about to hit the ground throwing hands. The whole arc is straight hands.
Yeah,
that opening was nice. That opening that they finna use was nice. Lovely. Was fire. I was like, I know that some of y'all is about y'all about to get fucked up, but this opening is fire. What's that Jay-Z meme when he was bopping, but he was like unsure if he should be bopping to this song. That right there, like that's exactly how I'm finna be the whole rest of the season.
Look, bro, because I heard folks comparing it to like the One Piece Marine Forward arc and a few other things. They said this is Jujutsu Kaisen's bread and butter.
I'm excited. They got like the roster is they bringing everybody.
They brought the cavalry.
Like,
look, how y'all feel about the new animation style that they're going with too?
I think it's gonna pay your justice.
Good.
It looks good. I think it's about to pay this justice.
Cause I like Gojo's past. Honestly, like I know they said the design was different. I liked it. It looked more cinematic. Mm-hmm. Like I enjoyed it. I'm gonna say this though. You go.
With you saying it's more cinematic, that's why I can say it can be in a movie. Because it gave it that very movie quality feel now.
And then like the way they did their angles, like when Gojo was high off Curse Energy Life, and like that was just a cinematic view. That wasn't something you're used to seeing in anime. You know what I'm saying?
I think we about to get it all. I think it's about to get real. I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready, but I'm ready.
I'm telling you, if I'm gonna say it again, I said it last time. If you have not seen a reason to watch JJK this season, will tell you that you should. This is your reasoning.
Man, it was zero. It was
like this is your reasoning right here.
It was zero for me. If you skip zero,
yes,
it was zero for me.
And I want to go into that, Phoop. I rewatched Zero because I was like, we going flip-flopping through time. Gojo's past went further back than Zero, so I wanted to get a better understanding. When we were talking about Gojo's past, we said, oh yeah, Geto didn't die in Zero. Once I rewatched it, I saw the scene at the end, and they did symbolize that Geto died. There was like a little knife sound, and Geto was like, at least use your cursed energy. And then it went to a field view of the of the school, and you heard the knife slash. So I tweeted that out. I was like, y'all, it seems as if he did die in JJK0. Maybe I missed it, or maybe I just didn't assume it. Maybe some Twitter conspiracies threw me off of that idea when I first watched it, and someone said, oh, you're going to hear about that at the end of Shibuya arc? Because I'm like, where'd that line come from in his forehead? Like, that was not there in Gojo's past, and it was not there in Zero.
Yeah.
So you thinking maybe somebody did something, or maybe he did something to patch that up?
I don't know if, like, did he revive himself? Like, we see that's possible through Gojo, or I don't know. I don't know.
I'm interested. Let's go. Let's fast forward to August 31st right now.
Please.
Yeah. Let's skip time right now.
Let's just skip time. We're gonna pause this episode and we'll see y'all next time. But I'm ready to go. I just need Attack on Titan to stop playing in everybody's face and give us a date. Like,
yeah,
facts.
Just stop playing and give us a date. Cause for the rest of 2023, I'm trying to eat. You hear me? I'm trying to eat.
Good. Eat good.
I'm trying to eat. So go ahead and stop playing and let us know when this final episode of Attack on Titan, cause.
And I'm gonna be real, bro. We've been spoiled. Like, for the Bleach watchers, Mushoku Tensei watchers, Rurouni Kenshin been going hard. Prior to this, we had Hell's Paradise and everything else. Like, it's these back-to-back anime seasons. Y'all know we about to reach the end of a era in Shonen, right? Like,
yeah.
I've been spoiled. All the mangas ending. These animes are coming to a close. Like, oh,
Naruto coming out with 4 more OG episodes.
They steady trying to milk Naruto, but we're gonna have to need something else. Like when My Hero is done, when Demon Slayer is about to come to a close, when JJK comes to an end, like we need that next big thing.
Yeah.
Fire Force, whenever they come back and finish Fire Force, like
we haven't heard anything from Fire Force in a while.
I just don't think the anime had the best reception in the West, if I remember correctly. It's either Japan or the West that didn't have the best reception.
Season 2 felt rushed to me. I'm gonna be real. Season 2 of Fire Force felt rushed to me. Maybe I need to go back and watch it, but Season 2 definitely felt rushed.
When I rewatched it, I honestly thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed it the first time, but even the second time, I was like, this was good.
Maybe I need to go and rewatch it, but I just felt like some of the plot points were moving too fast to like fully understand the concept of what's supposed to be happening in Fire Force.
Okay. It's easy to predict the next big one though. It's going to be Kaiju number 8. Like the manga for readers, they hyped up Hell's Paradise, Chainsaw Man, Kaiju number 8, and they hyped up Mashle. Mashle just came to a close, and the anime had a decent reception. I think Kaiju number 8 finna be that next big thing. Okay. Like I feel like coming up, it's that Hell's Paradise, and if Mashle keeps going, those are going to be the ones that like carry the torch after Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan and all of them, alongside JJK, of course.
Okay.
I was told Mashle is more of like a fighting plus Harry Potter
kind of. It's Harry Potter and One Punch Man. Did you watch One Punch Man?
Yeah, I watched One Punch Man.
And Mob Psycho. Yeah, it's that with Harry Potter vibes.
Okay.
It's good for what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not the best story. It ain't the best action scenes. But if you want something comedic, turn your brain off and just watch it. It's that.
What I need them to do, because they already announced it, I just need a date. When Fairy Tail come back. When Fairy Tail comes back. Woo!
That's why I've been holding off on reading the manga. Like, I got it up here and I'm like, I think I want to see Fairy Tail with fresh animation before I read it. I don't know. I'd got to see what they do.
I am on volume 5 of 100 Years Quest. And it feels very much like Fairy Tail, but I think the fights, I think we're gonna be fed nicely when Fairy Tail comes back.
We need to get announced a production studio. Who is animating it? Are y'all going to go above and beyond and give us Mappa? Is Ufotable going to take a break since Demon Slayer's almost done and they're going to do it? I want to know who animated the new Fairy Tail. Toy Animation, I know they be bouncing with One Piece back to back, and if Dragon Ball Super come back, they might do that as well. Like, I need to see who getting Fairy Tail.
I kind of want Ufotable to get Fairy Tail because I was thinking that too. To get Mappa,
because all of the animes that Mappa has been doing has like a serious tone to it, and it's like it has to be in depth and it has to be like, yeah. But Fairy Tail really isn't like that. Like, you have some fights that can, get that Mappa touch on it, but I feel like as a whole, I kind of feel like it fits more Ufotable than Mappa.
Who animated Mashle? Do y'all know?
I haven't started it yet.
Let me see.
Because I could see Toy Animation doing Fairy Tail since it did all the other old school animes, but Ufotable with the way they handle colors, and Fairy Tail has a lot of
did Mashal.
A1 Pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I could, based on how Mashal looked, I could see them kind of doing Fairy Tail as well. But I would love Ufotable because of the way they handle colors.
The only reason why I wouldn't want it to look like Mashal is just because of the way that everybody looked in that last season of Fairy Tail. Like, everybody looked like a bit sharper. And I don't know. I don't think I would want to. I'm looking at this picture of Mashal right now, and I just don't think I want Ezra and them to look like this. I'm being for real.
Fair. The way Ufotable handles colors and their movements and as
the
colorful
magic,
as Fairy Tail is, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the way they'll be able to handle everybody's magical abilities and just all of the silliness and everything that comes with Fairy Tail, like, I think they might be able to take that and run with it.
I don't want to treat you like a computer. Can you look up who animated Black Clover really quick as well? Cause she types so fast. Like, I only hear like 2 key inputs, and somehow she got the information. Like, I can't do that.
Well,
let me go see, because they got.
I mean, while she looks that up,
did
Studio Period.
Studio Period has done Naruto, Bleach, Tokyo Ghoul, Yu Yu Hakusho, Black Clover, Boruto. Now that I'm seeing Boruto, some of that animation in Boruto, they have ass. And I don't know if they did it because it was Boruto or what.
But the way they handling 1,000 Year Blood War in Bleach is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Bleach, Boruto. Like, let's be for real. And where does Fairy Tail fall in that spectrum?
It depends. It depends on if it's going to be ongoing and no breaks, or if they're going to go in seasons or cores. If they do Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest and they doing like 24 episode seasons, Studio Period could show out. They could show out. I trust all of these. Honestly, I trust Period, because even when they did Tokyo Ghoul looked immaculate. It looked great, and it's older.
I just don't want them to half-ass. Whoever gets it, don't half-ass on Fairy Tail, because we've been waiting on Fairy Tail for a minute.
They gotta hype it up good enough. They gotta make sure the investment comes in. They gotta.
I think they're gonna have to add, just from reading the manga, I think they're gonna have to add some stuff into the anime.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to like add it, because I get like the seriousness of it, but it hasn't really been like, oh, we finna turn up yet. It feels very Fairy Tail, but like, if we want the fandom behind it, if we want the investors behind it, if we want to make sure that we can keep this going, y'all gonna have to turn up.
And the Fairy Tail fans, we hear everybody can talk they smack about how they hate on Fairy Tail. They said they hated on Bleach too, and look at Bleach now. Look at the fans behind 1,000 Year Blood War now. The fans we hear.
They gonna have to. The way that they gonna have to turn up. They gonna have to turn up. They gonna have to turn up. But moving away from the anime news, we got some gaming news. So, Gamescom has been happening all week. We got some Mortal Kombat announcements, but we're not going to speak Mortal Kombat on this episode. Shocker. But check out, we did a live stream a couple days ago. It was very Mortal Kombat heavy. We talked about the beta as well as the Mortal Kombat announcements from Gamescom. So if you want to get everything Mortal Kombat from the Blerd Mob, make sure you check out that video. It's also available on our audio platforms. So, I just want to talk about the highlights. If you follow us on social media, specifically on X, we did post some of the trailers that we received from Gamescom. We got an Assassin's Creed Mirage trailer, Tekken 8 along with the release date, Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, another look at Alan Wake, and a look at Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. So just going down the line, how are we feeling about Assassin's Creed?
I'm gonna play it. It's pre-ordered. I'm gonna play it. Like, I don't have anything extra to add. Assassin's Creed usually releases in October, and when I was a high school and a college student, I'll wait till Thanksgiving to play it. I'm a grown man now with a nice job with a good work-life balance. I'm playing it on day one. That's it. I don't have nothing else to add. I'm playing it. I'm not going to answer text on time. I'm not going to answer calls. Phoop is going to have to call me
now.
It's going to be worse. Phoop is going to have to call me and say, "Did you forget we recording today?" And I'm going to say, and I'm going to come up with a lie and be like, "Nah, I'm just brushing my hair." Just to start brushing my hair the second she called, and it is what it is. I'm going to play Assassin's Creed.
Terrible.
I think it still looks good. I honestly feel like they just showed something just because it's Gamescom and everybody, and I mean everybody was showing stuff at Gamescom. I feel like they just put in something just to put in something, but like y'all didn't have to show nothing else. It was already secured. Now they did talk to one of the developers for Assassin's Creed Jade, which is supposed to be the mobile Assassin's Creed, and in my opinion, it didn't look that bad. It didn't look bad, but it also just furthers the opinion that y'all should have put this on console, because the way it looks, I know it would have hit on PS5 and Xbox. But it don't look bad. They're actually doing something for the first time. They're allowing you to customize your player, which they said this is the first time they've done in an Assassin's Creed game. And I was like, if y'all was gonna add in customization, why y'all didn't put that on the console?
Fans of Assassin's Creed have been asking for Japan and China since the Ezio series. I will give them leeway and say since Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. We get Japan. But you know what's second best to Shinobis and Ninjas? Samurai. The Jade commercial had the spears, and I think I saw an Odachi in there. Y'all are disrespectful. Ubisoft? Montreal, I know that's y'all the ones making it. Y'all disrespectful. The Great Wall of China? I can't explore that on my Xbox? Or maybe my PS5? I can't explore that with a console AAA budget?
Yikes.
I hope it fails. I hope it fails so y'all can learn y'all lesson.
Not you praying on their downfall.
He said y'all got y'all heated.
Lord, may they downfall, because why y'all doing this?
The guy, and I don't know if he was just saying this just to say this for GameCon, but the guy said he played a little bit of it, and he said the controls and everything made sense for it, but I don't know, maybe it's just them testing out what Assassin's Creed would look like in a mobile platform. But honestly, like, looking at the graphics and stuff, I was like, y'all could have easily put this on console. Easily.
People's phones are about to crash on that game.
They probably trying to test it out before they come out with their own handheld version.
Yeah.
If we put one of our major IPs on mobile, is it going to get enough traction for us to keep moving in this mobile direction?
Nobody asked for that. I think they saw Pokemon get on mobile on the phone and did Pokemon Go and think that people just all want to play mobile games. No. We ain't been playing no Super Mario Run. We played it for a month. We ain't played the Sonic Run.
I played Super Mario Run until they asked me to pay for it, and then I uninstalled it.
That's what I'm saying. We ain't doing that. My mama, yeah, she likes Bejeweled. She ain't finna play Assassin's Creed Jade. I don't know who's finna play this game, bro.
I feel like this just may be a test. If they can survive in that area of gaming.
It's like, can we put out a mobile game and see if it do good?
Right. Can we put out a mobile Assassin's Creed and can it get good traction?
Yeah.
If in the next 4 years they don't make another Assassin's Creed, because they announced X and they announced Red. If within the next 4 to 5 years they don't announce, we're going to bring a AAA version of Assassin's Creed in China. If they don't announce that, as huge as China is, the history of Imperial China, you know how much you can do with that? The Mongolian Wars and all this other stuff that went back in all through history when China was jumping in the wars. You tell me you like...
Oh my God. Let's move on to the next game.
Can we? All right. Can we talk about Cyberpunk 2077? I feel like that looked good. This might be the one to make me buy it.
I think it looked good. They did add some
some
additional features and stuff to it. They said that this is their last major update before Cyberpunk 2. And I think that some of the new features that they added in Phantom Liberty may be like a sneak peek into what they're going to be putting in Cyberpunk 2.
Remind me, y'all didn't play it, Ralph. You owned the game but didn't play it. What happened?
I owned it, and then I played it, and then that's when all the bugs and stuff were happening. And then when it got that big update happened, I didn't go back and play it.
And as a Cyberpunk fan, I think the game feels good now. But alongside Phantom Liberty, they also said they overhauling the way they do the skill systems, the way you can become a cyber psycho, because you watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Phoop. Did you watch it, Ralph?
Yeah.
They said they're doing something with the cyberware. It's a new feature of like the cyberware and stuff they were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of extra role playing elements. So essentially, like currently in Cyberpunk, you can get all the legendary cyberware. Like my dude decked out. You can get all the rare cyberware. But if y'all remember from the show, which is more similar to the board game that historically is where Cyberpunk originates from, if you put too much, especially depending on the quality, you're going to go crazy. So now that role-playing element is added in there, and your cyberware also determines like your armor and your strength and all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They overhauling the melee combat, so now if you got a katana, you like can get abilities and block bullets now, which is cold.
I saw that too.
Because originally it was just hack and slash with the katanas. Yeah. So it's like, at least with the free DLC, I think it's coming out at the same time as Phantom Liberty. When this drop, I think y'all need to take off work for 3 days, be like, I lost all the hype. I know Ryan keep trying to go push this down my throat. I guess I'm going to try it out. I feel like y'all should do that. 2 days, just a weekend. Dedicate 2 days to playing it once this is dropped. Because it looked good. I might do a second run through with the new DLC, honestly.
It did.
It
just a
good.
reminder, it will drop September 26th.
Yeah. I've been enjoying like the additional DLCs and stuff that's been coming with Cyberpunk because people were pissed.
Yeah.
When that game first released. So I like the fact that they're coming back from that. I like that Cyberpunk Edge Runners got the hype. That all of these new features and storylines that they've been putting out have been getting good traction. So I've even though they dropped the ball at the beginning, I like the Cyberpunk comeback that they've been having.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So they finally announced the release date for Tekken 8. Tekken 8 is dropping January 24th, 2024. I guess they said we gonna let y'all have y'all fun with Mortal Kombat, but when 2024 hit, it's the year of Tekken.
Strategically, that's a good move. That's a good move. It's a lot of heat dropping.
Yeah.
It's a lot of heat dropping.
Yeah.
And they said we're gonna get y'all right after y'all made y'all money back from the Christmas holiday spending. And we're gonna come in and say, hey, we got something for you. That was a good strategy.
To be the first fighting game of 2024. I ain't mad.
Great strategy.
I am not mad at them.
Yeah.
And it looked good. Have y'all been seeing like the character deep dives, whatever? Where they
I was watching them before. I was watching them before. I think they slowed down when Mortal Kombat came through. I think my personal theory was that Tekken 8 was supposed to drop this year. And then Mortal Kombat came through, and Mortal Kombat has just been going at it. They announced Mortal Kombat a month ago. And Mortal Kombat has been going at it, where they was like, wait,
every week.
Let them have this. Let Mortal Kombat have this. But when January comes, oh, that's us.
It's up there.
That's us.
It's up.
That's my theory, because they had been dropping character trailers every other week. Like they were doing what Mortal Kombat is doing now with the combat cast trailers. Like it really felt like that Tekken was going to announce a 2023 release date anytime soon.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if the game ain't already gold. I was like, it looks like
the game is probably already ready to go. I bet the game is already ready to go, and it was just that Mortal Kombat came through, and they were like, you know what? we're gonna have a conflict of interest if we drop at the same time as Mortal Kombat. So let them play Mortal Kombat, let them do their online thing, let them have it. But when January 2024 comes, that's us. When y'all get bored of Mortal Kombat, when y'all finish playing online, when you've done everything that you can do in Mortal Kombat 1, here's Tekken.
Come back. They'll be like, come back home. Come back home.
Here's Tekken. And
y'all had y'all fun.
And what did Thanos say? You could not live with your own failure. And where did that bring you? Back to me.
Back to me.
Them like, you have fun during the winter and the fall. Now it's the spring season.
We let y'all have Street Fighter 6 and Mortal Kombat 1. Now come warm up with Tekken. I know it's cold outside. Come warm up with Tekken.
I know it's snowing outside. I know it's a blizzard out there.
But Tekken.
Yeah. Right before Valentine's Day, get your man something nice, ladies. Or men.
I'm not mad at it. I'm excited. I'm excited for Tekken 8.
Oh yeah. On top of that, I'm ready for Alan Wake too.
I was just about to ask you that, Ralph. I was like, we got a new look at Alan Wake. How did you feel about it?
The way that I will first start off by saying it was a very spine-tingling trailer. It felt like I was getting ready to go, like, watch a movie.
Between the live action pieces and the game pieces, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they bringing it. Because, woo! I was having chills the entire time watching it. Bringing back all the old memories from the games and making them, in between what you said, Phoop, that live action back to how it's going to look in the game. I'm ready. We've gotten gameplay. I love the gameplay. I love the usage of the flashlight now. I love the use of having to switch between two characters instead of just playing one. The shooting mechanics have gotten better from the first game, so
it's up.
It's up. It's up. October 27th. Do not call or text me.
Hey.
He said, "You think Ryan don't answer text?"
Hey, look. 2023 has been that year for games. I know we're looking forward. You know, Mortal Kombat, Alan Wake, Assassin's Creed, Spider-Man 2. I know we're looking forward, but let's go backwards for a minute. Hogwarts Legacy, Jedi Survivor, Zelda. Like, this has Starfield's about to drop in a couple weeks. It was like, this right here has been insane for gaming. Street Fighter 6.
This was a good year. Like, that year that Elden Ring came out, it was really just Elden Ring that year. But this year, we done had some back-to-back heat.
Didn't God of War come out this year too? Or was that last
year? Was that this year or was it? I can't remember. I think it was last. I want to say it was last.
God of War was last year.
Remember, it was at Game Awards. It was going back to back with Elden Ring. It was last year.
So that was last year.
Okay. Yeah. But
this
we
year,
got some heat.
Hey.
I have to say this is one of the probably top 5 as far as game releases.
I would have to agree.
Next year,
top 5.
But next year might. We got the rumblings from GTA. We don't know if it's late 2024 or if it might be in 2025. But if we hear something, that Dragon's Dogma 2 coming back. CD Projekt Red, who made Cyberpunk, they've definitely been working on a new Witcher. 2024 or 2025 might be the year that compete too.
I just say that this year has been so many different genres of games coming out. Top IPs have been coming back with a bang. And it's just like the amount of showcases that we have been getting and everything coming to a head at Gamescom. It's been insane.
Yes.
Like, everybody has been pulling some shit out their ass. Everybody.
I've been loving it.
So, like, yeah, I'm ready.
My wallet already hurt.
Yo. It don't matter.
You're just gonna have to bear with me.
It don't matter.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest, I was shocked at Modern Warfare 3's trailer. Usually Call of Duty don't catch my eye, But this trailer made me go like, do I want to try Call of Duty for the first time in a long time? I don't know. Ralph, I know you're the Call of Duty person. Was it like for you or?
This was one of my I'm not ready for this because why? Okay, let's restart. Let's go back to when Call of Duty said that they were going to skip a year.
So this was
what
the
year
year
has been skipped? Yes. This is next year. Okay, so next year is supposed to be Treyarch. This year specifically was supposed to be skipped. They were supposed to be getting ready for Treyarch because they're bringing back zombies and it's supposed to be better than the last. Why the hell are they bringing zombies in this game and trying to make it pretty much an open world concept? You brought us that in Cold War. We don't want to see that again. We told y'all what we wanted as a community. We want storytelling in round-based maps, bro. Like,
Maybe they saw everybody releasing and just like, you know what? Modern Warfare 3.
No. They noticed that they did not make the quote-unquote money as it is in multiplayer. So they're trying to attach zombies and bring zombies folks back. But I'm telling you, that game mode is only going to last 2 weeks, and then it's going to be done. You're not going to hear about it no more.
I feel bad.
Ron said Ron was woo!
I just thought the trailer with them like coming down in the dark looked kind of cool.
I was okay.
It was cool too, but the way that Ralph is explaining it, they just putting on a show,
right?
Like this ain't what you think it is.
Like I feel bad. I should never brought it up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No. Because I will say the trailer itself was nice. The trailer was good. The nostalgia that they're bringing back, that is going to be their cash cow. The fact that they're bringing back, all of the OG maps from the first Call of Duty's, Call of Duty Modern Warfare games, that is their bread and butter. That is what's going to be, having folks buy that game. Going back to the old mini map, going back to, the old school kind of guns that we used to play back in early days of Call of Duty, back when folks was running rampant on in your mics. Like it's gonna be back to those days. So go buy it for that reason. If you're buying it for zombies, I say don't. Wait, let all of the big zombie streamers go through it first and tell you how they feel. Because you're just going in it for zombies, don't do it. If you're going in for multiplayer and the nostalgia of it, I say go ahead and do it. Okay. I was coming at it from a zombie standpoint.
Okay.
I feel you.
So I just have to let that out. I have to let that out.
Right. So Ryan gets his rant on Assassin's Creed and Ralph gets his rant on Call of Duty. I guess we even now. What I'm finna rant about? Maybe I need a rant.
Who made you angry, Phoop?
Maybe I need
to piss you off.
Maybe I need a rant this episode.
Phoop. I know we missed this. What do you think about all the Warner Brothers delays?
They only delayed Doom.
They delayed Doom, Godzilla, King Kong, and Lord of the Rings, The War of Rohirrim.
I'm gonna be real with you, like,
yeah,
I can understand people being mad about Doom because they've been, hyping this up. We've gotten multiple trailers for Doom, so for them coming 2 months before the movie was supposed, less than 2 months before the movie was originally supposed to drop and push it back, I feel y'all on that. But the other two movies, they really haven't been showing too much about it. So like, I feel those two movies, I feel about them the same way I feel about the MCU stuff. Like with them pushing back some of the MCU projects, we hadn't really been seeing much about those projects anyway. Like they haven't shown us anything. They haven't really told us anything for us to be like, damn, they pushing the movie back. It was just like the movie's pushed back.
Sure.
Now, what's boggling to me, maybe this is my rant. Why are we still releasing Aquaman? Like, y'all ain't showing us nothing from Aquaman. We don't know what Aquaman's about. We ain't seen no trailer. We don't know nothing about Aquaman. And y'all still saying this is coming out in December? I like to see it.
She said, I ain't paying full price either.
I'd like to see it. I'm just being for real. Like, where's the marketing? Like, they banked everything on the Flash when really really, you could have banked everything on Aquaman. To be real.
Honestly, Blue Beetle didn't have any glaring issues. They could have banked on that a little bit and hyped up a new character more.
Honestly,
that's what they should have did.
Honestly, but I'm gonna let them have. Blue Beetle because they never, because Blue Beetle was so left field in like of some of the characters to get their own solo movie. And if you really just didn't know about Blue Beetle, then I'm gonna let them have it. But Aquaman, you saw the reception that first Aquaman movie got. Why would you not go all or nothing for Aquaman 2? The only time we've seen Ezra Miller's Flash was Justice League. And then he gets a solo movie?
He wasn't just for us to watch his solo movie and further let us know that he shouldn't have been cast.
That he shouldn't have been. And we've been telling y'all this since Justice League, that we didn't like that man as the Flash. And that was before all of the scandals. The scandals took it up even higher, and you still chose to release the movie. All that money that you spent on the Flash, on the movie itself, plus the marketing, could have went to Blue Beetle, and it could have went to Aquaman. I am shocked, maybe appalled, that Aquaman has gotten nothing. We ain't seen Jason Momoa say nothing. We haven't seen a trailer. We haven't seen a teaser. We haven't seen a poster for Aquaman. And y'all talking about this movie still supposed to drop in December? I like to see it.
Get your stuff off, Phoop.
I would like to see it. Honestly, at this point, just give it to James Gunn. Let's stop at Blue Beetle. Let's stop while we're ahead. Let's end the year off with a wholesome family superhero movie, and let's just wait for Superman Legacy.
Yeah,
this is an episode full of rants. I see what this is.
This episode, and get it off your chest.
Let me get this off my chest.
Get it off your chest.
But like,
whoa,
yeah. But yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested to see. They easily could have threw a Aquaman trailer inside of Blue Beetle. Easily.
Yeah.
Hey. PlayStation Portal?
Well, moving on. The PSP is back. The PSP is back. Sony has officially announced the name of Project Q, which is going to be called the PlayStation Portal, or full name, PlayStation Portal Remote Play. Just a little bit of facts. The PlayStation Portal is a way to stream PS5 games you already have installed on your own PS5 into a handheld for remote play. You'll need an internet connection capable of at least 5 Mbps, and Sony is recommending 15 Mbps for the best experience. The controller is similar to the DualSense controllers we have now, and they are expecting the battery life to last similar to the DualSense controller, so somewhere between 7 to 9 hours. Also, the video I watched, they are really honing in on the remote play feature. So if you are not you can't play this offline. That was one of the big things they said. You cannot play this online. The second thing they said, that the games have to be physically installed on your PS5 for you to play them on the PlayStation Portal. You cannot stream any games that you are getting through the PS Plus service. They have to be installed on your PS5 to play them on the PlayStation Portal. Also, with the PlayStation Portal, they are introducing the PlayStation Link, which some internet connection thing, but they also are coming out with new earbuds and a headset, and all of that is supposed to connect to the PlayStation Link. The dongle that they give you, you can plug it into your PS5, you can plug it into your PC, but the PlayStation Link only works with those earbuds in that headset. So if you bought the previous headset that they came out with, that's not gonna work. And
I'm gonna say with Sony,
one last thing, and the price, we got to put out the price. The current cost of the PlayStation Portal is $199. So now let's get into it.
This is the Nintendo Wii U, slightly more advanced, and by Sony.
Yeah.
Some people forgot the Wii U, but a nice little tablet screen, your regular controller layout glued to the sides, and you can play games that are on the console, but now you don't got to look at the TV. You can play it at a distance. Whoa! $349. That's the Wii U.
I don't know. At this point, did they need to come out with a handheld?
No.
And how handheld is it? Is it like I got to be near my console, or can I take this to another state and leave my PS5 at home, but the games were installed?
So in the video, the person in the video that did the video said that they were pretty much right beside the PS5. So they don't know how far the range will go, or how it can. It's so many factors that tie in: your connection, your internet connection, the distance from your PlayStation, how. Like, your biggest is your internet. If you don't have good internet at home, there's no point in buying this.
Yeah. That's definitely the same vibes that I got from the video. The dude was like, they put me in the demo room that had very good Wi-Fi, and it was like, okay, that's not gonna work everywhere. It's not.
Like, if you don't have fiber, what are you doing? Like,
honestly,
you honestly, there is no point in you buying this PlayStation Portal.
If you are looking,
you might as well just buy a Switch.
Basically, or a Steam Deck, and I was just like, if you're looking at this as like a literal PlayStation Portable, like OG PSP, I need you to stop that illusion right now. The delusion that you are in, that you're about to get a PSP 2.0, let's go ahead and shut that down, because that's not what this is.
Yeah. And on top of that, let's talk about how terrible the joysticks are on a PlayStation
Hey, did you hear that the analog stick is actually the analog stick that they got from the PlayStation VR 2? It's not the same analog stick from the DualShock.
Okay, so on this one, it's a different analog stick?
Yeah, it's smaller. And they said it's smaller than the DualShock, but it's the same analog stick that's on the PlayStation VR 2.
Nintendo already tried this, and it wasn't good. They didn't even make sales. People thought it was an accessory. Sony's acknowledging that it's an accessory, cool, but there's no point.
I just want to see
this
the
ain't
use
even
case.
It's not a true handheld.
My thing is, at this point, who was really wanting or not playing these next gen consoles in the area where they set it in? Like, who really has the need of, I want to play these new gen console games, but in a different area than my actual new gen console?
Nobody asked for this. We would have taken a regular PSP. We would have taken a true handheld. We would have taken a Sony Switch. We didn't want a Sony Wii U. Nobody asked for that.
Honestly.
Nobody asked for that.
I think the only reason why I would not want like a Sony Switch type is just because of how the ports have been happening on the Switch. Like, some of these ports that they've been getting on Switch have been missing features. Some of the graphics are not where they should be. So, like, I don't know. I just don't understand why they felt the need to get back in the handheld arena. Like, it's a reason why some of these games, even though they are being offered on the Nintendo Switch, there's a reason why we are pre-ordering these games for PS5 and Xbox specifically. Even though they are available on the Nintendo Switch, there is a reason why we are pre-ordering these games on the PS5 and the Xbox specifically. So I just don't feel the need of handheld.
Yeah.
My whole thing is, you need to study history. Switch is doing good because they offer a true handheld that can be give you a console experience. Sony is doing the Wii U, which was Nintendo's worst console, if I believe.
It was. Just go ahead and say it. Just go ahead.
It was their worst by sales predictions versus investment. Everything was horrible. Sony, if y'all wanted to compete against Switch, make a full Switch.
Yeah.
If you wanted to compete against the Steam Deck, make a full Steam Deck, but with your own branding. Do that. You're already doing VR, and in all honesty, it's all right. We hear that y'all might be dropping a Slim, but in real life, what's the point? Folks just got their PS5s 2 years ago.
Yeah.
People still barely got 4K TVs. They just became affordable a year and a half ago.
They said with the Slim, if you're interested in doing the PlayStation Link stuff, like if you want the new earbuds or the headset, they said the Slim is supposed to be PS Link compatible. But that's
what is the benefit of the Link? It's a new head. It's a new headset that isn't backwards compatible. It's You're broken. You're a stupid consumer, and I'm gonna take your money from you, so that you can feel like superior.
I don't.
So they're Apple.
The whole presentation didn't make sense to me.
Talk to me, Phoop.
I really don't understand why there's a PlayStation Portal. I honestly, for what it is, I don't understand why we needed it. I 100% agree with you. If they were going to go the handheld route, they should have 100% went the handheld route. We should have looked at this and said, "Oh, a handheld." Like when Nintendo got it right. Because why do I have a Wii and a Nintendo DS? You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going?
Yeah.
I have a Wii and a Nintendo DS because there is a very, very thick line between what these two consoles can offer.
And different games. Completely different games geared for that each console.
Exactly. So if they were going to go handheld, they should have 100% went handheld, because you're not going to tell me that there aren't games in that PlayStation store that can satisfy a handheld need. You can't tell me that.
And if y'all are marketing this to Americans, even Europeans in the UK and everywhere else, most houses, there's a TV in every bedroom. Mm-hmm. You can look up the reports. Most people got TVs in every room. There's not much benefit to, instead of me sitting in my bedroom or the living room, I can take my game to the bathroom when I'm taking a dump for 5 minutes. That don't no.
But they already have remote play. So that's the other thing. They already have remote play. So if I did need to take a dump and I wanted to keep playing Mortal Kombat 1, I could have did that remote play on my phone or my iPad.
And it's not that serious for anybody. Only like the 1% of shut-ins that people stereotype all gamers to be are actually going to use that. The average person ain't doing that. The average person gets off work or they get back from school, and after doing their homework or decompressing and being a parent or whatever, they sit down in front of their TV for 3 hours.
In front of that TV, and they crank that game up.
The favorite side of their bed, their favorite chair, their favorite end of the couch, and they play the game. I don't see the audience. I don't see the investment.
Especially if you can't play it offline. I think that's the biggest downgrade. It would be different if I could download Mortal Kombat 1, go to the airport, and then pick off where I left off. It'd be different.
Oh, like a Switch. Like an actual Switch.
Like an actual handheld. It'd be different. It would be different. But because that's not what this is, I don't see the need. I don't.
No.
So, can we admit that this generation Sony lacked? Like, we got a decent God of War, we got a decent Horizon, but can we admit that Sony really just lacked this entire generation? Like, I don't know. I guess they bought Crunchyroll and said, "Oh, we got this," but the
thing about Sony, which is different than other gaming companies, is that they are in a lot of industries other than gaming. Because if you want to compare it to Xbox, like it's owned by Microsoft, but like Xbox is Xbox, and then like
Microsoft allows them to work almost free independently to a degree.
But Sony is trying to make cars. They're trying to get into the movie industry. They're trying to get into TV audio. Like, they are playing in a lot of stuff that maybe if they fully gave, the Sony gaming entertainment like its own thing and just really focused on that, I think they could pull some good things out of it. But I just feel like they got their hands in too many pots.
I don't see the investment. If I'm
The guy in the video didn't even look that impressed with it. Like, he was saying, like, yeah, we could do this, but he didn't seem impressed with it. It seemed like he was just doing his job.
Look, bro, I'm not the best program manager. I passed my first NBA class, though. Gotta be. It was pretty tough. Got it. But the little bit I'm learning about supply and demand and all this other stuff, I don't see who was demanding this. I don't see the consumer base. I don't see what's the point in investing in this.
They didn't need to make a handheld. It's just like what you said before. People are still getting PS5s right now. There was no need for a handheld.
4K TV just got to the point where you can get a 45-inch for less than $300 outside of just TCL like 2 years ago. It just got to the point.
There was a reason why Nintendo had to come out with the Switch. Your had to was a PS5. And we're still eating that. People are still eating that up. Digital and disc version. I don't see why y'all had to put out a handheld, honestly.
I don't know who they're trying to compete with. I don't even know like what Sony fans, and then like the Link stuff was completely pointless. I don't see what Sony fans are like just going to look at this and be like, oh my gosh, exactly what I needed. Something that I can only use in my house because for some reason I'm going to be forced to be in another room. A mother with her baby isn't finna hold this controller to play Horizon. A father mowing the lawn ain't finna hold this, and I'm sorry for stereotyping men and women in gender roles. I'm just using examples. A father mowing the lawn ain't finna be that. It's not gonna be that detrimental to play Mortal Kombat that I'm gonna have to have the controller while mowing the lawn. I don't see the use case for this.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. We'll have to see where this goes. But I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it.
No,
I'm not seeing it.
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
They should have kept this on the board.
Honestly.
They should have erased it off the board and said, you know what, trash.
They should have waited. They should have waited to see what Nintendo was going to do with this next generation Switch. And then maybe been like, hey, maybe we do need another handheld PlayStation.
And the next Nintendo console going to be here in like 2 years.
That's what I'm saying. You releasing this.
Probably less.
You releasing this handheld now, and Nintendo is just going to take a poop all over that. It's going to be disgusting.
They could have gave us a modern PSP.
That's it.
Yeah.
1080p, nice little screen resolution, a whole new set of games directed towards middle schoolers and elementary students whose parents ain't finna pay $400, $500 for a new console and $400 for a new 4K TV. Keep it at the same price between $150 and $200.
My thing is that if you want the PlayStation Portal, and let's just round it up to $200, at the most, you are spending $700 to get that full experience because you need the PlayStation 5 first. Mm-hmm. And if you get the disc version, that's $500. Then you got to get the Portal on top of that. So that's $200. That's $700 to do what? Go play in the next room? By the time it takes for me to get this PlayStation Portal, go to my room and sit down, I could have just unplugged the PS5 and plugged it up somewhere else.
This is only for the people who want to say they got something new. I'm sorry, bro. We live in a generation where everybody got TVs in every bedroom. It's not that serious. I don't. And if somebody can't afford a TV in a bedroom, not trying to like bring socioeconomic class and all that stuff into it, they're not finna spend the extra money on this.
Yeah.
If they ain't got the,
you gotta get the TV first to get the PS5. That's step one.
Yeah.
if we cannot confidently secure 1 and 2, because yes, PS5s are consistently installed, but what happens when they stop? If we can't complete steps 1 and 2, what makes you think we can go to step 3?
Like, bro, all this stuff was just going on in 2020 when people couldn't get the new consoles. Mm-hmm. It's only 2023.
They should have let that
TVs
ride.
Just became affordable.
They should have let that ride. They should have let this PS5 ride for a minute before they started talking handhelds. Before they started talking about PS5 Slims, they should have let this PS5 ride and focused on the games. Forget the hardware for a minute. Send in your monthly updates, software updates, hardware updates. Keep those coming, but focusing on new hardware, y'all should have left that alone and focused on the games.
Like, bro, like, what year did this console release in?
Wasn't it 2020?
2020.
This console generation got a good 5 more years. And y'all are creating something like this? If y'all wanted to compete against Switch, make a Switch. Make a Sony Switch.
Yeah, pretty much. Or that could have been the PS5. Honestly, that could have been the PS5.
Look, and if y'all want to make it the PS6, now you can do handheld 4K. Go for it. But this is just half-assing.
I don't know.
And it's not even a good one.
I don't know. But we're going to stop this right here. I know we've been ranting. I hope you guys enjoyed the rants. But we got to go ahead and shut this down. So I want to thank you both, Ryan and Ralph, for joining me on another episode of the Blerd Mob Podcast. For those watching and or listening, thank you. Whether this is your first time or 50th time, it's always appreciated. I think that's all my announcements. So I'm going to give it off to Ralph to lead us out.
All right. Make sure you guys check out our donation link, our Ko-fi donation link. It helps us with equipment, software, keeping the lights on, giving you guys more and more content each and every day. So if you would like to donate, please check that out. You can also check out our affiliate links, Right Stuff Anime, get you some manga, Funko Pops, movies, etc. Pretty much anything that you see in Ryan's background, he has gotten it from there. He can attest to that. You can also go and check out Right Stuff Anime. You can get some exclusive Funko Pops, which I think he has one.
Entertainment Earth.
Yeah, Entertainment Earth got the exclusive Funkos.
You said Right Stuff. Yeah.
I said Right Stuff. That's my fault.
Yeah.
I read the wrong line. But as you see, he got the Madara Uchiha exclusive. You know, he got it on him. But also, thank you guys for watching and listening. Make sure you also check out our socials at Facebook and TikTok at the Blerd Mob Podcast. Make sure you guys check out our Instagram, Threads, and Twitch at the Blerd Mob Pod. And make sure you check us out on X at the Blerd Mob. And with that being said, we out. Peace.
He did mark in.
He
did mark in.
And for you to do your own song, I think they're going to put my life in your hands. I might say the wrong thing. Breathe wrong.
He
and
gonna
you
be
just
like,
slap me through my wall.
Omni-Man.